Ever wondered how to read the tail of a DOS command? Or perhaps you've pondered what tail even means in this context? Well, you're in the right place. In the realm of command line interfaces like DOS or Windows Command Prompt, tail signifies the final part of a file or command output. This concept is of immense importance, especially when dealing with large files or lengthy outputs where you're interested only in the most recent entries. Simply put, it's like reading the last chapters of a novel when you're only interested in the ending. Now, how do we go about reading this tail? There are several ways, including using the type command with the more command and the pipe operator, or exploring third-party tools like PowerShell. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to read the tail of a DOS command, making your coding journey a tad bit smoother. Dive into the world of DOS with the type command. When you're navigating the labyrinth of DOS commands, the type command is a beacon of light. It's simple, straightforward, and exceptionally useful. The type command reads the content of a specified text file and displays it in the console. Think of it as a friendly librarian ready to read out any book, or in this case text file, you choose. Let's imagine a scenario. You have a text file. Let's call it filename.txt. This file is chock full of information, but you don't want to open it in a text editor. You want to read it right in your console. How do you do it? Enter the type command. You would type in type filename.txt and hit enter. Like a well-trained librarian, the type command gets to work, reading out the contents of filename.txt in your console. Simple, isn't it? But what if your filename.txt is a hefty tome with thousands of lines of text? Scrolling through all that in your console can quickly become overwhelming. That's where the more command comes in, but we'll save that for the next scene. For now, let's stick with type. Let's modify our command a bit. Type in type filename.txt more and hit enter. The type command now reads the file and with the help of the more command displays the content page by page. The vertical bar you see in the command is called a pipe. It's like a relay button in a race, passing the output of one command as the input to another. The type command is a versatile tool in your DOS command arsenal. It's the first step in reading the tail of a DOS command, a stepping stone to more complex commands and operations. Whether you're a seasoned programmer or a curious beginner, understanding the type command can make your DOS journey smoother and more efficient. So the type command is your first step to reading the tail of a DOS command. The more command is your next stop on this DOS tour. If you've ever found yourself lost in an ocean of text after running a command, then more is your life raft. This clever little command has a simple but invaluable function. It allows you to view the content of your command output page by page. So, instead of being overwhelmed by a tsunami of text, you can navigate through your data in a more manageable way. Now you might be wondering, how does the more command work? Well, let's dive in and find out. When you type more after a command, DOS takes the output of that command and displays it one page at a time. To move to the next page, you simply press the space bar. If you want to move line by line, you press the enter key. It's as easy as that. But here's where things get really interesting. The more command becomes even more powerful when you pair it with the type command and the pipe operator. Here's how it works. First, you use the type command to read the content of a specified text file. Then you insert the pipe operator, which is simply a vertical line. This operator takes the output from the type command and pipes it into the more command. So if you wanted to read a text file page by page, you would type filename.txt more. This command would read the content of filename.txt and display it in the console, page by page. It's a simple yet elegant way to manage large amounts of data. In essence, the more command, in combination with the type command and the pipe operator, offers you a way to navigate the vast seas of data in your command output. It's like a compass guiding you through the wilderness of information, making your journey less overwhelming and more enjoyable. So the next time you're faced with a wall of text, remember the more command. With more, you can navigate through your command output with ease. PowerShell's getContent command takes us a step further. It's one of PowerShell's most versatile CMDLETs, allowing you to read, display, and even manipulate the content of a file. But today we're focusing on its ability to display a file's content and watch for changes in real time. So how does it work? Let's break it down using our example. getContent, path filename.txt, wait. getContent is the CMDLET we're using. It's a command that instructs PowerShell to go fetch the content of a file. Path is a parameter that specifies the file's location. In our case, it's filename.txt, but it could be any text file that you wish to monitor. Now, the wait parameter is what sets getContent apart from the standard type command we discussed earlier. It tells PowerShell to keep the file open and display any new content as it's added. This is particularly useful when you're monitoring log files or any file that's updated frequently. Imagine you're troubleshooting a piece of software that writes error logs to a text file. Instead of manually opening the log file every few minutes to check for updates, you can use getContent path_errorlog.txt wait to have PowerShell do the work for you. Any new errors will be displayed in your console as they occur, allowing you to respond in real time. It's important to note that while getContent is incredibly useful, it's also a powerful tool that should be used responsibly. Accidentally modifying a critical file can have serious consequences, so always double-check your commands before pressing enter. But don't let that scare you away. With practice and a bit of caution, getContent can become an invaluable tool in your command line repertoire. Whether you're a seasoned programmer or just starting out, the ability to monitor files in real time can save you time, effort, and a lot of manual labor. With getContent, you can keep track of your files in real time. And in this fast-paced world of technology, staying up to date is more important than ever. Let's wrap up what we've learned about reading DOS command tails. We kicked off our journey with an introduction to the DOS command tail, explaining how it refers to the last part of a file or command output. Navigating through files or outputs can be a bit tricky, but with the right tools it becomes a smooth sail. Our first stop was the type command, a DOS staple that reads the content of a specified text file and displays it in the console. It's like having a virtual reading assistant at your fingertips, ready to read out any text file you want. Next, we delved into the more command. Acting as a perfect companion to the type command, more allows you to view the content page by page. It's like a pause button for your command output, giving you the control to digest information at your pace. Then we introduced the pipe operator, a nifty little tool that connects the type and more commands. This operator takes the output of one command and uses it as the input for another. It's like a relay race, where the baton is the command output. Moving on, we ventured into the realm of PowerShell, exploring the getContent command. This command not only displays the content of a specified file, but also watches for changes. With the waitcmd elite, new lines added to the file are displayed in real time. It's a vigilant watchman, keeping an eye on your file and letting you know the moment something changes. Remember, the standard Windows command prompt does not have a built-in tail command, so tools like PowerShell or additional software might be needed for real-time monitoring of file changes. And that, dear viewers, is how you read the tail of a DOS command. Now go forth and code.